Investments in agriculture are the best weapons against hunger and poverty, and they have made better life for billions of people, including Nigerians. On that note, I must welcome you to today's edition of Abia Life and the Impact Updates on Flow 94.9 FM. Now, this program is all about agriculture, and not just agriculture, but then the importance and the way of life, including the fact that Abia Life ND project has empowered a whole lot of people when it comes to agriculture. My name is Choma Nkwanta Ezengwa. Many thanks for joining us this morning on the program. On the program this morning, I have with me Andrew Ihedibu Amadikwa. He is an incubatee of the project of Abia Life ND, right?
Yes.
Okay. You're welcome this morning.
Thank you.
And I also have Ojimadu Joyce Chidera.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Okay, so in a very few minutes, we'll start to ask our incubatees in the studio everything about Abia Life ND. Now, let me let you know that Andrew Ihedibu Amadikwabi.
Yes.
He won the prize for most outstanding incubatee, and he got a 200,000 naira farm. He also got Munich Poultry Farm, Ubakala, Umahia South LG. Is that yours?
Yeah, Munich
Okay.
Global Farm.
Okay, fantastic. And then Joyce Chidera Ojimadu is into oil palm processing, and she is affiliated with is that yours?
Yes.
Okay, she owns Emir for oil palm mill at Umokorodu, Umahia South.
Yes, madam.
Okay, all right, that's fantastic. Now, before we start this conversation, let me also let you know that Mr. Raymond Chibuike Benson, who is the Knowledge Management and Communication Officer, is also in the studio with us today. Thank you all for being here. And quickly, how did you become an incubatee of the Abia Life ND project? Let's start with Andrew.
Okay, I'm from Ohia community. I saw the posters around my community, so I had it on radio too. So I applied. After I applied, one day the trunk crier now went around the village and passed this information that people from Life ND office from Abia ADP is coming to the village for sensitization. So we went to the village hall. There they select. We saw some. The whole village was represented. The men folk, the women folk, and the youth folk. The youth president were there. The women leader were there. The president, the town union president were there also. So they started selecting us. After you first identify yourself as you as a member of that community. So after the selection, so we now went home. At the time, we received a call from Abia Life ND that I was chosen as one of the incubatees of Life ND.
Okay.
So that was how they called us for validation. That validation, you came with your ID card that will show that you are below this age of 35 years old. So that's how I got to Life ND.
Okay, fantastic. We just heard how Andrew Ihedibu Amadikwa joined Life ND and became a part of the Abia Life ND project. In case you're just tuning in, this is Abia Life ND implementation updates and impact on Flow 94.9 FM. Every time on the program, since the inception of this program, we always talk about incubatee. Today on the program, we have two incubatees with us, and they are going to be telling us their experiences. You heard from Andrew how he became a part of the project. Now let's hear from Ojimadu Joyce. Joyce, how did you become a part of the Abia Life ND project?
Just like my colleague said, we got to hear on the radio. There were flyers all over our communities. And when they came for the sensitization, that was when we actually became more interested, because before then we felt like it was just one of those things. So when they came for the sensitization, we all applied, thinking after that day maybe we won't hear from them again. But when we were called for the validation, we got to the office, we gave them our ID cards, they checked, and yes, we were within the age frame of 18 to 35 years. So we were selected, and after that we went for the training at Coping here, Coping Society. So we went there and we stayed for like 6 days, where they taught us different things, starting from agribusiness orientation and how we can do our business. And after that, we were posted to our different incubation centers. So that's how the whole thing started.
Okay, fantastic. Did you at any point think that it was a scam?
When we saw the flyers, things come and they go. You will not be sure if they are going to last. So yes, we had that thought.
Okay, and was there any form of payment? Were you asked to pay anything to be a part of the project?
No, we weren't asked. It's just totally free. As long as you're part of that community, they are working in you. You can just...
Okay, now let's move on to the mode of training in the incubation centers. What was it like? Take us through that journey.
Okay, I'm in oil palm processing. So we got to the incubation centers. Our incubator took us
hold
through...
on. Before we start that, how come you picked oil palm processing?
Okay.
Were you was that what you wanted to do, or you...
Kind of. I wanted to do it, and then that was actually the only thing available in my community at that moment.
Okay. Andrew, you went into poultry farm.
Poultry production.
Poultry production. How come?
Yeah, that was the area I chose in that enterprise. Yeah, so after the selection, I was posted to Munich Global Farm.
Okay.
So we started the main training. That's a apprenticeship. We started from apprenticeship. We stayed there for like 1 month, doing all the practicals, all the works in poultry business. We are taught on how to manage the bags, how to work on a pen, and how to raise.
Before now, did you have any knowledge of poultry farming?
No, I don't really have a knowledge about it. It was at that moment that
when you started your training.
Yeah.
Okay, so take us through it. How what were the things that you were taught during your training?
You are taught a whole lot of things, and one is how to keep records, the practical aspect of it. Then the other one is how to manage your pen. You don't allow your bags to cluster a lot. You give them their space they needed. How to mix their medications, and a whole lot of how to identify when a bird is sick, and a whole lot of things in that poultry production.
Okay, all right. Let me ask you, how do you identify that a bird is sick?
From the pool.
Oh, from the pool.
Yes.
What color? When a healthy bird, what color of the pool is it?
Everybody is. You see, the pool is very normal.
Okay, but when the bird is sick?
He's sick. The pool can come in a yellow form, a red form, and a black form. All those things you use it to identify a sick bird.
Now I know that. Maybe when I decide to go into poultry farming, I would check the pool of the birds. All right, Joyce.
Yes, ma'am.
Oil palm processing. What was it like during your training?
Well, we went through the stages, like from getting the palm bunch, you thresh. Some people prefer maybe you thresh, then you cover it for like a week, or you can also choose to keep the whole bunch and cover it up. After a week, you can just spank out the whole thing. So after that, the next thing is the boiling stage. After the boiling, you take it to the digester, which is just like a mechanized pounder. It pounds it, and then from there we take it to the press. That's where you will have to extract the whole oil. Then after that, we have the mechanized separator. We separate the palm nut from the chaff, or we can also do it with our hands manually. We also have a separating knife we do that with. So after that stage, you dry your palm nut, because it's not going to be a waste. It's also a source of income. So after drying the palm nuts, you go ahead to cracking. After the cracking, you sell to those who use it to process, to get oil.
Okay. All right. Fantastic. I've learned a lot in this small time. How long was the training?
training lasted for about 5 to 6 months.
6 months.
6 months.
Yeah.
Okay. Both of you had the same duration.
Yeah.
Yes.
5 to 6 months.
Yes.
Okay. And what was it like? Apart from the learning process, was it like an eye opener for you?
In the oil palm processing sector, because I didn't really know much about it.
Yeah.
The least I could do before then was maybe pick the palm fruits and then sell it to those who process. So it's actually helped me, and I got to know all those things. Now I even know the different types of palm fruits.
Yes,
that
I
we
wanted to
have.
ask you, is it that there is a specific palm fruit for oil and then there's the one for other things?
We have like 3.
Okay.
We have the tenera, we have the piscifera, and the dura.
Okay.
So mostly we go for tenera because that one gives you 50-50. You get the palm nut, you also get the palm oil.
Okay, wait, how do you know tenera?
Tenera.
How do you know
so
tenera?
when you get it, you can actually use your teeth or you can use a stick. The one that the flesh is kind of much like if it's dura, when you use a stick on it, you get the palm nuts almost immediately.
Okay, that means
If
it has
it's
thin
tenera,
flesh.
Yes, it has thin flesh. If it's tenera, the palm nuts won't be so much. And then if it's piscifera, that one has just tiny palm
Tiny
nuts or
palm
maybe none at all. So that's how we are doing.
Wow. Abia Life ND doing great things. Well, this is Abia Life ND implementation update and impacts, and we're giving you updates when it comes to our incubatees and all the things that they have learned so far on the project. We're talking to Andrew Ihedigo Amadikwa and also Ojimadu Chidera Joyce. They are both incubatees and they have been sharing with us their experience since the inception of the project, since they started the project actually. Now, you're practicing, right?
Yes,
you have
yes.
been, or let's use the word, you have gotten freedom from your apprenticeship,
Yes.
right? So what's it like practicing your trade, what you have learned for the past 5 months? Before you were under somebody, now you are on your own, right?
Yes.
So first of all, Andrew, are you on your own?
Yes.
You're on your own. So what's the name of your farm? Where is it located?
The name of my farm is still under, during that apprenticeship
Yeah.
and mentorship. The program is divided into 2: the apprenticeship where you learn and where you stay in that incubation center to the practice your
Craft.
craft. After we build a relationship with my incubator,
Okay.
and out of a good heart, she gave me one side of the pen, so I
Okay.
can practice my own, I can do my own
Okay.
until I provided.
So you're still with Munich Poultry Farm?
Poultry Farm at Mbarakoma, Obakala.
Oh, all right. Joyce, what about you?
Well, practicing, sometimes I go to the place I stay to learn, and I can also go to other places.
So you have your own oil palm processing?
No, I don't really have mine, but I can choose anywhere at all to process.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And what's it like practicing the enterprise now? Is it lucrative? Are you making money?
Sure, it's very lucrative. Oil palm processing is lucrative because you not only get profit from the palm oil, you also get from the palm nuts. You can as well go into selling the palm
And even the shell.
Yes, you can as well do that. So it's a very good business.
Okay, Andrew, are we making money in poultry?
Yes.
December
there
is coming, oh.
Yes, there is money in poultry. Before, I never knew that someone can survive through
Poultry.
It was when we got into this that I realized that with poultry production, one can live a better life, one can pay bills, one can survive with it.
Wow.
It's very, very lucrative.
Well, and you shall not start doing this you are doing. Okay, now we're going to open the phone lines and you get to ask our incubatees questions. You can also contribute on the program by calling us on 0808 1826 949 or 0811-6052-949. This is us hearing it from the horse's mouth. I'm talking about the incubatees. We've always heard it from the coordinator. We've always heard it from some of their trainers when they come on the program to tell us they have incubatees. And today we are speaking to the beneficiaries of the project. We're speaking to the beneficiaries of the project. They are really enlightening us on all they have been through since they started the project. And I must say, hey, I'm jealous though. Hello, good morning. Oh no, we got disconnected. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Amanda.
It's not Amanda, it's Chioma today.
Good morning.
Good morning to you, and what's your name?
Innocent from Bender.
Innocent from Bender. Oh no, it got disconnected. Please do well to call us back. I'm sure you've got questions to ask our beneficiaries in the studio with us. Do you have buyers? Do you have people that patronize you? I'm sure you do, because you said something about already making money.
Yes.
Yes. So
we have.
Okay.
We have off-takers.
Off-takers. Hello.
Good
morning.
Speaking with Pastor Yema.
Pastor Yema, you're welcome.
Yeah, bless. I didn't want to pass woman and the sister. Yes, my prayer for them is that they should continue. And as they prosper, let them train others. They will train others in their price. God will bless them. Continue. It is good. You are blessed in Jesus' name.
Amen. Amen. Pastor Yema, thank you. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Amanda.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Amanda.
This is Chioma, not Amanda.
This is Amanda. Good morning.
Amanda is not on seat. So what's your contribution and what's your name?
Well, I don't have much. It's a nice program.
Hello, speak up, please.
Hello.
Yes, you were saying? Okay. It got disconnected. This is Abia Life and Implementation Updates and Impact, and we are speaking with the beneficiaries of the project. So yes, we are also live on our Facebook page. You can drop your comments below our live feed at Flow 949 FM, and you can also see some of the beneficiaries I have with me in the studio. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning.
Please move away from your radio. Thank you.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes. What's your name?
My name is Chidi Wano.
Chidi, you're welcome.
I am calling from Obahansulu, in East Anambra local government area.
All right. What's your contribution?
First and foremost, I want to tell you I am an incubator in Sulugen's village, the cassava production.
Okay.
May God bless Life and because they are transforming so many lives of the youth who are taken to agri.
What?
I think my Incubatee are they can accept this. I want to encourage the Incubatee to put more energy, because I've seen one of the Incubatee say that he can maintain his life, he can sustain his life through the program. They should not allow what the life and has invested on them to die. Maybe by next year they themselves will come back to be an incubator. That is to when you train, you have to train them.
Yes.
So I appreciate the exposure you people are giving to this program. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chidi. Thank you. He is an incubator, and he is charging you not to allow what Life ND has taught you to go to waste.
Excellent.
Andrew, what does it feel like being the most outstanding incubatee for the period? And how did you even achieve that?
It's great. When I got this opportunity, I said to my mind that I will be very, very consistent, and then I devoted all my time, all my energy. I put everything in place. I had a mind that I will do well in that field, because hard work always brings success.
Oh yes, it does.
So
it does.
Out of that process, I built a relationship with the my incubator then. So that was how my loyalty was seen. I think they judge those things based on the relationship between my incubator. You know that it's not easy to be an applicant and to be loyal to the training.
Yeah.
So I devoted my everything, my time. I bring up myself down and learn all those things. So
Wonderful.
That was how I got to this.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Now, let me let you know that the prize for being most outstanding is actually 200,000 naira farm. So, yes, were you giving cash or you got a farm for it?
Yes, I was given a check of 200,000 at the graduation ceremony.
Okay, fantastic. Oh my goodness, it's been amazing talking to the beneficiaries of Abia Life and the implementation in Abia State. But what's the difference now between being unemployed and now that you are gainfully employed? Not just gainfully employed, you are like a boss of your own. What's the difference? I'm asking both of you, not just one person.
When you are employed and when you're not, there is everybody should know the difference.
Oh, tell us from your experience.
Then when I was unemployed, I had to depend on my parents for mostly everything. If I need this, I'll ask my mom or my dad. But now I actually make contributions in the home, and I don't have to wait for them to provide everything I need. So yes, and I'm grateful to Life ND for this opportunity, because without them, I don't know where I would have been right now. So thank you, Life ND. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Father.
Andrew, what about you?
The feeling is something else, because I looked at my life years back. I really thank the IFAD and Life ND, because then I was doing some manual jobs for people.
Okay.
And they would pay me. At the end of the day, you feel labor from morning till night. At the end of the day, you get a small pay. But now, after this training, I really thank God, because I'm making a profit from my business, and I will use it to sustain my life, and then it's even much higher than what I was doing today.
Fantastic.
I still have a friend, and it comes with a challenge, because the strength of your character determines the much profit you gain from this. It's not a youth empowerment.
Yes.
It's not the character you control yourself on this determines how far you will go on this business. Like the pastor who called earlier said that people are now looking up to us for this kind of thing. So
far so good. Before we go, have there been challenges since you started since you started being on your own? Any challenges?
Yeah, you know that we just started. The off-takers are mostly the challenges. Now that we are on rainy season, bags are full everywhere in the market. You come there, once the thing is full, the actual gain you need to make on that
will not be that much.
It will be reduced. So these are the challenges. The off-takers are mostly the challenges we have on this.
For now. All right. Okay. What about you?
Okay, my challenge is since we all know palm fruit is seasonal, so there are the times of increase and the time of decline, and buying palm fruit in the time of decline is difficult really, and going to the market sometimes it makes the prices so high that if you buy it at that price, after processing you may get a loss. So my challenge is just to get a palm plantation. So in case you're listening and you have a palm plantation, please do well to contact me.
All right, fantastic. Thank you so much for being on the program, Andrew Ihedigo Amadikwa, and thank you so much Ojimadu Joyce Chidera for being here and sharing your experiences with us as beneficiaries of the Abia Life ND project. We also want to thank Mr. Raymond Chibuike Benson, who is the Knowledge Management and Communications Officer. And also we will thank our callers, Pastor Onyema and Mr. Chidi, an incubator, who called on the program to pray and encourage our beneficiaries. The program will come your way again, same time, next week Thursday at 11:30 a.m. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for your messages and your calls. And do enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.